All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. And give me just a second to check the temperature setting on my aircon right quick. One moment. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, we had a bunch of rain blow through, and well, it's cooler outside. It's not exactly the same inside. Not to mention the humidity. Howdy, Lonix. Hey, Dragnos. Liquid. Hey, Deplorable. Mr. Brooks. Derplo. Hope everyone is doing all right. I hope you all had wonderful weekends. I had a busy weekend. Oh boy. Well, Dragnos, I'm not entirely sure. I was actually just gonna do some trucking today. Let's see. Hey, Rhino. Right. The patch did just start. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That means we have to redo everything, don't we? Hey, Parker. Let's see. I think we'll let the best in show stay on for now. Parker, I'm not on it. I am not on it. Put that back in. Hey, Raymond. Oh, yesterday was your birthday, huh? How come you didn't tell me last week? Would have got something ready for it. Happy birthday, Raymond. Happy birthday indeed. Howdy, Ken. Didn't I summon? Oh, there it is. Wow. There's no animation or anything. Oh, the long, long walk in an Excel hangar. Yeah, Parker, I heard something about certain ships having issues where anybody can open them up, including possibly the Polaris, which sounds like an issue. Hey, Christian. Yeah, no, I apologize, Christian. I put a post up on YouTube. I don't know if everybody saw it or not. Hey, Luna. Ooh, I can't help that one. I cannot help that one. I am not in charge of YouTube's notifications. Parker, probably not. And yeah, I can. I'm gonna try moving a little bit of fresh food, probably. Also, Parker, it went really, I would say all things considered, really well. Which is also the reason I was not here. For those of you who did not get the notification, the reason I was not here Friday was that work on the bookshop was taking a lot more effort than anticipated. So I had to cancel stream to help work on that. That's a good thing that I did. Because, just about anything that could go wrong just about did. As far as, you know, getting things ready and whatnot. But let me just paint some of this for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So we get the trailer parked at the event thing. And it turns out at the exact same time across the street, there is a Nelly concert. You guys remember Nelly? You know, from way back when. And the thing is, in Little Rock, people just park wherever the hell they want to. And especially for concerts. And it's really annoying because there's a bunch of people parked in what is supposed to be reserved spaces. So I do the absolute best I can to get this trailer parked in between these cars. And we're oriented the wrong way. Like, we should be facing the opposite way. Because now our side door opens into the street, so we cannot utilize the side door. And it also means that people can't see the double doors open and be like, oh, so from the angle that we're at, and we're at the very end of everything, people can just see a nondescript white trailer. It's like, well, you know, it's fine. The banners will be ready before opening anyway. Because I had, you know, ordered some banners to be made. That way it's not just like a nondescript white trailer. Well, I go to Office Depot. At the time I was told the banners would be ready. And guess what? They're not ready. Which is a bit of an issue. And I'm waiting, and the poor dude is by himself. He had 3 coworkers earlier who apparently did nothing. And now he is 16 orders behind. And he's got a line of very ticked off people. It's like, you know what, man? I'm having a bad day, but clearly you're having the worst one. We'll find a way to make do. So I get back. We're at the very end of the sidewalk. You know, at the very edge of this thing. Our trailer's facing the wrong way, so people can't even see the inside of it from approach. Trying to figure out how to get people to step into a trailer, or at least come look at it. We've got a sandwich board and a neon, well, an LED sign to work with. And we're doing the absolute best. And as we're trying to get all this set up so we can actually, you know, get people inside, it starts to rain. And it starts to rain hard. But during the rain, one of the cars near the trailer moved, and I sacrificed myself to the rain so I could position the truck close to the trailer again. And it's a real good thing I did. But I told everybody if we sold one book, it would be a victory. And if we sold $100 worth of stuff, well, that'd be a pizza party. Because, you know, what do you do when your company has overwhelming profits? You save them all for yourself, and instead of giving them to your workers, you have a pizza party. Oh, Lonix, it started pouring hard. It was one of those, you're not going to have a good day rains. But it finally started letting up. Unfortunately, my feet were soaked at that point, so I had to go the entire day with like those super wet, clinging, tight socks. And I hate that feeling. We got the sandwich board up and a little LED sign, and I think that helped. And also we had, you know, a bunch of like matching official shirts. Because like, we ended up selling, gosh, I think we had a total of like maybe 12, 15 transactions. And some of it was for some very tiny things, because we also had baked goods going. But the very first thing we sold were 2 Discworld books. And I was telling them all about it. Yeah, Raymond. Yeah, we actually ended up getting a few customers. A lot of foot traffic in the end. And let me tell you, like, you know, I will say, I feel like the demographics these days definitely favor women when it comes to reading. Do you know how hard it is to get women to step inside a nondescript white trailer? Like, full stop. I completely understand why. It is very difficult, especially when some guy on the street is like, hey, want to step into my bookstore? Like, because the inside is beautiful. Here, actually, hold on. I have 1 or 2 pictures. If you guys want to go to Discord right quick, go to stream chat. I will post them in there momentarily. 1 second. Let's see. All right, so yeah, if you go to stream chat in Discord, I've posted 2 pictures so you can see what the inside looks like. And there's a second picture where you can see a couple of customers in there. So you can actually see it from, like, not just on the inside. Well, Lonix, that's the plan. That's one of the problems. There were supposed to be banners for it, and the banners didn't get printed in time. Office Depot told me that they would be ready. The eventual point, or the eventual goal, is to have the whole thing either vinyl wrapped or airbrushed. Kind of like a 70s style van. You know, like wizards and dragons and stuff doing wizard things. But that takes time. And this event thing was happening before we could get that ready. Raymond, I probably can if you give me... maybe, hold on. Sometimes those Discord links are kind of long. Give me 1 sec, Raymond. Let me tiny URL it. But yeah, Dragnos, that's kind of what we're going for, is we're gonna mural it up when we can. And yeah, like the banners were just for the event, which, you know, didn't really get to be didn't happen in time. All right. So here's one, Raymond. And here is... Come on. Come on. And here's the other. Now, what was I looking for? I was going to go pick up some food, and I'm trying to remember if it's Clio or Collide, because it's been so long since we actually ran. Let's see. God, it's been so long since we've actually done this. Anvik and Caltag, that's what it was. Had to find my notes. Hey, Wolf. And are they, Parker? Well, I am maxed out on Redwood, so... Lonix will use spring-loaded tension rods. Basically, like shower curtain rods. And that's kind of the annoying part. I'm looking for a better solution. But basically, whenever we're getting set up for transit, you put tension rods inside every bookcase to keep the books from falling out. And then when you get wherever you're going, you take them out. And we've got a little drawer we can put them in. And Wolf, not too bad, all things considered. I am tired, a little sore. Also just got back from the doctor's about maybe 40 minutes ago. Yeah, Lonix, it's a lot of effort, and it has been working really well. We've taken it on the interstate and everything to test it out. Only had one book fall, and that was because it wasn't behind the tension rods. I set it on a shelf and forgot about it. And Jim, no idea. We're about to find out. Yeah, Lonix, we need one tension rod per shelf. Now, what does a C2 do here? Come on, man. You're filling up a C2 with food. Don't be a hog. That's my food.
Docking initiated. Shield system online.
You know, Dragnos. Well, I mean, I know you saw it. But I originally said that we should set up in the parking lot of Cupid's. That's where the taco truck is. Because I felt like the overlap of people that read and people who shop at, you know, places like Cupid's, that Venn diagram is a pancake. That is a pancake. But I was soundly vetoed and accused of just wanting to be closer to the taco truck, which isn't entirely wrong. And yeah, Lonix, I mean, you've got bumps and whatnot from the interstate. Got... Believe me, you want them secure. Even if they're low, they're still going to fall out, and then they can get, you know, bent and bounced around. And so, Luna, the theme is mostly science fiction and fantasy and horror. So no, like, nonfiction, no... it's not exactly a Barnes & Noble. It's all fiction. And it's a mix of new and used books. I mean, I know you can only get so much out of a 16-foot trailer, but...
Lab engines offline.
Also, Agatha, good to see you. And Wolf, I'm sorry you lost ships, man. I lost a couple of components, but nothing too major. And Agatha, it actually went pretty well, all things considered. We sold about, I think the total sales were like $215. Which, for everything that went wrong, and trying to convince people to step into a nondescript white trailer because said things went wrong, I think it actually went pretty well. Because, like, there were supposed to be banners. Those didn't happen. We had rain. We had to park the thing the opposite way of what we wanted due to jerkwads. And then some jerk happened to park right up against the trailer tongue. I had, like, maybe 5 feet to work with. And they were at the Nelly concert, and that concert was going till after midnight. Yeah, Luna, that's pretty much what it is. Oh, it's nice to see that people are still running cargo. Well, Jim, we did actually have muffins for sale. We've got our food license, whatever you call it. I'm not the one making the muffins. Oh, yeah, Parker, I am not doing distribution center missions. Every single time I go to those, something wacky happens. People start shooting at me, the turrets go off, and, I ain't about that. And Jim, I do too, man. I miss the old runs like Pickersfield and Rappel. But yeah, like, we actually got customers, people were excited about it. Like I said, the next step is getting enough decor on it so you can actually recognize it from the outside. I mean, Luna, that one's not on me. That one's not on me. See, the thing is, her sister is a, oh, farts. You know what I didn't bring? A tractor beam. Oh, that's awkward. Let's go pick up a tractor beam. So anyway, her sister is an actual chef. Like, went to culinary school and everything. And as far as tea goes, I mean, one, there's no place to enjoy the tea, and two, pretty much everything we're selling is handmade anyway, except the books. Yeah, Parker, I'm just gonna go pick up a max lift from Porch Wrestler. Yeah, see, Raymond, I ain't dealing with that. DCs are cool. Let me know when they're fixed.
Landing gear up.
Jim, I sure did. Also, Lodix, I appreciate that. I will take a look here in a little bit. And I could go loot the boxes, but This way, by the time I get back, there might be more fresh food to buy. I mean, Luna, let me tell you about the lack of space I have for that. And Parker, I'm honestly... Okay, Rhino, you say that. I got shot at the last time I went. That ain't fixed. That ain't fixed. Yeah, like I said, all things considered, it went pretty well. We're set up for Harvest Fest. We'll actually have signage by then. Ah, gotcha, Rhino. Okay, we can dig at that part too.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, Parker, I'm surprised for the whole event that we just got colored multi-tools. And not colored max lifts. Yeah, that went really well. I posted pictures of it in stream chat and Discord if you wanted to see it. I mean, obviously a bunch of stuff went wrong. Oh, also the battery we bought as the power for it for being mobile did not last long. It lasted all of maybe 2 hours, as I predicted. However, the truck has a plug-in and can support 400 watts, so we were up and running within 2 minutes again.
Landing gear.
Glad we went with that truck. Rhino, that's what I said. Quiet generator. Honda makes some decent ones. Because we got this massive, massive battery backup. And the thing weighs like 100 some odd pounds. It's ultra heavy. I hate it. It's not really built well for lugging around. And it's a big battery. But like I said, thing lasts about 2 hours. Maybe 3 if you're running just lights. Well, Parker, that's the problem. Can I charge and discharge at the same time? And there's going to be a lot of times where I'm also running for like, you know, 8-10 hours. Yeah, Parker, I think those are... Oh, gosh. Hold on. I can look. Because they're LED bulbs. I want to say they're like 60... Either 60 watts, or they, you know, have the same equivalent as 60 watts. Yes, Dragnos, there is an air conditioner built on top of it as well. Which was needed after a while. And like the battery can handle it for about an hour and a half. Truck cannot, because like I said, it's only 400 watts. I'm in the wrong place. I'm so used to coming down. Yeah, see, Luna, at that point, I'm okay with just one of those tiny Honda generators. I love the idea of solar for it, but there's going to be a lot of situations I'm going to be in where the battery that would be needed for it just ain't going to be big enough. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Because, you know, you start getting bodies in there, and if wind's not blowing in, it can get toasty pretty quickly. Or if we ever get like a much larger Drake ship. Yep, that did go to backpack. Okay. I guess I could have a multi-tool as well, just to be safe. Since it is technically more responsive. Dragnos, I believe so. And Jim, the Kraken is long, long far off. That's correct, Raymond. We were supposed to see that this year, weren't we? Speaking of things we were supposed to see, I do believe I have an Apollo that I need to give away. That's right. That's right. I do. I was going to give that away Friday, but like I said, Bookshop got in the way, which I do apologize for. That's right, Death. It is showtime. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Betty. It is Lonix. That giveaway is going to be today. And thank you, Steven. I did very little on the design. I just did what I was told. Let's see. Let's see. Let's set up this giveaway, shall we? Hey, Adam. Let's see. The keyword for this one. What shall the super secret word be? All right. I've got it. I've got the word. I've got the word. The word is activated. Now, how in the world? I don't think the word's been said yet. No one said the word. Hey, Rod. Long time no see indeed. But guess what? You're just in time for the Apollo giveaway. I say that. We're going to do the giveaway in 2 hours, the usual. Do you guys want a hint on what the word could be? Oh, it's not Bucharest. Hey, Alex. Hey, Deadeye. It's not flour. It's not medicine. Also, skill. It's good to see you, man. All right. Tell you what, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a hint. And
Landing gear up.
let's see. All right, here's a hint. And it'll get you closer to it, but it won't reveal it exactly. All right. Queen. Cougar. Atomic number 80. Oh, Gonzalo, I'm sorry, man. Did you buy it in game? If so, probably not. Sometimes the databases end up having terrible issues and you lose ships purchased in game. Yeah, the clue is Queen. Cougar. Atomic number 80. Oh, someone is very close. Someone is very close, just slightly different spelling. One person has said the word, but not the right spelling. Oh, there we go. I see the word. Liquid got it. It's Freddy. That's right. The word we're looking for today is Freddy. Is in Freddie Mercury. Freddie. Hey, Westy, you're good. You're in the entry. It's not the first person that guesses it. It's just the first person who guesses it to tell everybody else. Also, Bear, it's good to see you, man.
Quantum drive is now off.
You see, in the Greek pantheon, Apollo was also known as Mercury when it came to the Romans, which gives us the Mercury Cougar. The element Mercury is atomic number 80, and of course, Queen's Freddie Mercury. Phaedrus, I encourage everybody to enter. I don't care if you've got an Aurora or that big package that Kotaku makes fun of. Because here's the thing. You don't got to keep it for yourself. You give it away. You might have plans for it. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to facilitate giving it away. That's it, Jack. I mean, obviously, do I have some biases sometimes? Of course, because everybody likes an underdog story. And while CIG says that I can give it away any way that I see fit, I like to make it where everybody's got a fair and even shot. That said, though, Derplo, I hope you understand. But you totally won the Pirate Avenger the other day, so if you happen to win it this time, I might have to re-roll it, buddy. I'm sorry.
Engines offline.
Also, just so you guys know, we're gonna do that actual giveaway, like, you know, seeing who wins it, in about an hour and 50 minutes. 52 minutes, around there. Got a little timer running, so. Don't have to worry about that being one of those things where it's like, oh, come back in a month to see if you won. You can take that home today. No, Ken, you did not miss the giveaway. Ken, the word that you want to type today is the name shared by one Mr. Mercury of Queen. You're going to type Freddie. Honestly, Gonzalo, I've never actually purchased a ship third party. It might be worth it. It might not. I'm not entirely sure. Everything I've bought has always been straight from the CIG website. Because the thing is, if I buy it, that means the cash spent on it, ooh, 41, goes towards my little concierge number. Which, oh, no, we're not doing one of these. Zombie can take a while, but there's kind of a weird exploit with it right now, so you can actually earn it pretty quickly if you don't care about scruples. Oh, Gonzalo, okay, so if you don't feel like waiting, you can always, you know, try third party. But, dude, if you can give it till, what, October, November? The 400i will be back up again. At the latest, November. All right. Now we can get this going. Hey, Ty! Thank you, Ty. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Well, why is it not playing an animation? What's going on, Stream Elements? What issues are you having today? Let me log in here right quick. Ty deserves at least one animation. Not a couple. I'm so sorry, Ty. That's not playing. Why is that not playing? And why is this thing broke? It was working just... I was just here. There we go. Let's see. Ty, I'm just going to play one for you. Oh. It can't guess the Wookiee. Thank you, kid. Thank you, man. Hey, no, and I think you've been good, and just you don't have to worry about being good at Star Citizen. No one is actually good at Star Citizen. Ty, this one's for you, because for some reason I can't choose the actual animation. Actually, just to make sure this goes through. There we go. Thank you, kid. And thank you, Ty. Sorry that my, That's it, Silver. Why am I white? You know, Ken, sometimes I come across a Laserdisc collection on Facebook. And I'll send it to someone and be like, please, I have been really good. And a lot of the time, I haven't actually. And also, I do want to make clear that this Apollo is the triage model. It comes direct from CIG with LTI. And is provided by them. They're sweet, wonderful people, despite all the terrible, no good, Kotaku-like things I've said about them. I don't think I've been that mean. Sometimes I think I'm meaner than I actually am, or vice versa. Well, Raven, it's easy. Like, not to get into, like, the fall of journalism or anything, but the thing about Star Citizen, and sometimes it can earn this, is that all you have to do is update the numbers in the article, and you can publish the article again. It just goes, game made new money, still not out, and you can publish that article 18 times a year. And you still get paid for the word count, but you don't have to actually do all the work. Hey, Sly. I mean, Rhino, you could always, you know, apply a CCU, just pay a couple of bucks and have like a what, a $20 or a $30 medevac? Christian, what is that word? Lababus? What the crap is it? Hold on, where was I? The boo. Hold on. What is the boo boo? The boo boos? Labu bus? Labu. I'm gonna go la boo boos until I find out. No, I'm gonna. Should I hold on. Should I look this up on stream? I'll do it anyway. It's not like you guys can see my. What? Are they just. Hold on. Are these just like. What are those, like Garbage Pail Kids or whatever they're called? Cabbage Patch Kids? I mean, I have no opinion on them one way or the other. I could very quickly form an opinion. It won't be an informed opinion, but with my initial reaction, I could. Luna, I was looking up. I guess Labubu is how you say it. You know what they look like? They look like The Funko Pops for parents who used to shop at Hot Topic back when they were teenagers. That's what they feel like. Like they're trying to be edgy without offending anyone at the same time. If that makes sense.
Quantum drive is now off.
No, Christian, I believe that one sold for that much. There will always be collectors, and there will always be people to exploit collectors' willingness to buy something at an overinflated price. I mean, Faders, maybe I'm being mean there. Maybe I'm being overly, maybe I'm just targeting a very niche group of people. I mean, kid, I wouldn't even go pretentious. Like, they're trying to go for like a gremlin-y cute style, I guess. And again, I'm looking at maybe 6 pictures from the internet. I could be wildly wrong, and I could be the pretentious one here. I'm just sorry, this is all very new to me. I mean, also, I can't say crap. I buy Transformers. You know? You know how easy it would be to tell me that I am like an 80s throwback has-been? Still buying plastic from my childhood? Any Labubu collector could easily tell me that. And I would only be moderately sad at being burned so thoroughly. Wait, hold on, Phaedrus. Are we judging Transformers to be more useful because they have exploitable labor?
Engines offline.
Like, at least if they lose the war, they can, like, work for Uber? I mean, Ken, that's just my employed voice, too. Hey, David. Yeah, sorry, I have been made aware of what Labubus are by Christian. That explains a trivia team name from the other night. Somebody was called Labubu. Okay. Apparently I missed the bus on these things. Yeah, no, Lud, I'm in the same boat. Like, would I ever buy them? No. I'm not gonna trash talk them too hard, though. I mean, you know how many little plastic dudes I have that turn into a car? And, I've got at least 5 of them that turn into, like, the same car. Just different colors. I'm like, oh yeah, well that's Crankcase. He's totally different from Burnout, who's totally different from Skids, who's totally different from what is that medic? But yeah, no, you want to talk about like the king of selling you the exact same mold 5 times. Okay, let's come on. Chief, so today we're just doing our regular trucking, finally getting back to it. However, Chief, we are giving away an Apollo. If you would like to type the word, or really the name, Freddy. Freddie. We'll do the giveaway for that in about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, see, Jim, I never got into G.I. Joes. That one kind of skipped me by. But, people pay a lot for collector anything. And Yeah, Coyote, the medevac and the triage are very similar. Like, I don't... It kind of feels like, why have both? You know? That's it. Yeah, with IE, not the Y. You see, Death, I saw a couple of episodes of G.I. Joe as a kid. And this is going to sound very dumb. But I was not an aggressive child. By any means. And I didn't like G.I. Joe because it was all about fighting. As opposed to Transformers, which for some reason in my mind was not all about fighting. Like, yes, you had Transformers that fought, but a lot of them just wanted to do doofy, regular, peaceful stuff. Oh no, Waffle, the Best in Show Caterpillar's been out since 2019. I just haven't flown it in about 2 months because of that awful, what do you call it, event we've had. Oh, Jazz, yeah. That did happen. They did get new models. I'm sorry. I mean, Christian, in the movie they did. In fact, they killed off the entire first season of characters, just about. And in Transformers Prime. And in Beast Wars. And definitely the Michael Bay films. Yeah, and also, yeah, to go back to that, Jim, like, Optimus, dude, Optimus was dying left and right. You ever read the comics? Optimus died in the video game. Oh, Raymond, I am so sorry. Yes, meds were taken. I actually took meds very early today. Because I had to go to the nephrologist. And usually I get there and he takes my blood pressure and then he yells at me about it being high, and then I tell him I haven't taken it today. He's like, well, you need to take it before you come. And this time today I took it before I came. And well, it was still high. Yeah, Ray, but I'm sorry. I was just kind of rambling on some different things, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you. But it has been taken.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Rhino, you should. You know we're gonna yell at you about it.
Shield system offline.
Yeah, Luna, like, I finally slowly started getting a hold of some of the Masterpiece editions of Transformers. Yeah, Waffle, have I... Oh my god, sorry, Waffle, did I not... I didn't... I guess it's been a couple of minutes since I said it. There we go, yeah, Ken got it for me. Yeah, we are giving away an LTI Apollo Triage, courtesy of CIG. Comes with the game package, lifetime insurance on the Apollo Triage, and of course, the ship itself. And all you gotta do to enter to win is to type the word Freddy. Don't have to like the channel, don't have to subscribe to the channel, don't have to do any of that. Because while I should use it to, you know, promote the channel, I'm lazy. And two, I like it when the folks that are always here actually end up winning. I don't just mean the people that are in chat. I mean all you fellow lurkers out there. either at your job or just sometimes scared to participate in conversation. I know exactly how it goes. I cannot tell you how many streams I lurk in. Because sometimes you just want to sit there and listen. You don't want to participate. So that one goes out to you, my fellow lurkers. That's it, boss. Get that entry in there. Oh, Coyote, I am sorry to hear about that sleep study. I'm real sorry, man. So they're gonna make you take it again? Good deal, Rhino. That's what I like to hear. You and me both, Coyote. You and me both. Why, Sly, Freddie Mercury. Okay, so hold on, Sly. Let me explain the connection. You know, Apollo is the Greek god, you know, messenger, god of, I think, travel as well. But on the Roman side, he's called Mercury. So the connection there is Mercury. Therefore, it's Freddie Mercury. All right. Let's sell these at, I think, Operate buys, right? I don't know why, but I just always avoid Stano. I never want to go to Stano. Yeah, Death. Good luck with the meeting. Well, Chief, the word is Freddie because Freddie Mercury and Apollo is Mercury. And also, I enjoy Queen, and it's my contest, and I get to make the word whatever I want. Sadly, Warden, outcome not so good.
Quantum drive is now off.
You probably won't see the Ironclad until first quarter next year. Also, since I made the word Freddie, and it's Freddie Mercury, I can tell everybody to go listen to the song Ogre Battle by Queen. Which is my favorite Queen song. That and Great King Rat. Like, their later stuff was excellent. It was iconic. But they had a little bit of a more, you know, grungier, rougher tone back in the early days. Things like Ogre Battle and Great King Rat were just so high powered. Oh, you think so, beggars?
Landing gear.
You think Flash, like the Flash theme, is better than Ogre Battle? Like Ogre Battle has a story. You've got the blow by blow playback. You've got the intro that is also the outro. Oh, Wolf, I'm sorry you're commuting, man. And yeah, Blighty, I see it. I will probably hydrate here. Now, why do these guys have to park their super tiny ships on the super large... I swear. That's like how going for the zoom camera gets us the outside sound, since the camera's just on the outside. Alright, before I unload this,
Landing complete.
I'm going to double check to make sure Operide does buy. Oh yeah, David, you got to keep that stuff up from kids? Anybody feel like maybe this rain effect might be wrong? I can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like maybe if I'm standing under a caterpillar in the rain, that maybe the caterpillar should block the rain. Alright. Make sure they buy before I unload all this. Not like it's a lot, but still. Yeah, Wolf, it just always annoys me when they abandon them, especially because they could have parked there. Oh, that's right, they do have to wait. Huh, you know, maybe. And maybe we do something about that. Yeah, you guys buy food, right? They don't buy food. How silly of me. Yeah, David, I had a friend who had an older brother. And his older brother was older than me, but he was still just a jerk. And he destroyed my Generation 1 Shockwave. And that had been a present from one of Mom's exes who introduced me to Transformers. And I bawled because obviously there's no way to replace it, and that was mine, and it had been entrusted to me, and that was destroyed and all that. And yeah. It was... Oof. Can't trust other people sometimes. And Beggars, I don't think it's messing with the lighting too much. It's just very overdone. Waffle, I'm going to announce it here. In fact, the giveaway will happen in an hour and 22 minutes. So, it's not super long from now. Like, you've got time to go get food and whatnot. Yeah, exactly, Lonix. And, I mean, mine wasn't in box. Obviously, it was very well played with, but it was also very well taken care of. I was incredibly gentle to all of my Transformers. Yeah, Rhino, have a good night, man. Sleep well. Sleep well indeed. How many dollars do I have? Huh. Not much. I better make cash on this next run. Oh, I do. And Raymond, I don't think you can ever go wrong with a pizza. No, David, I get that. I get that, man. Like, as someone who never experienced it, everything I have heard about growing up in the 60s and 70s, while there was some charm to it, oh my god, it sounds traumatic. Like, no wonder people got problems. Man, Coyote, do you know how much Hasbro milks Jetfire? Like, they knew they had fire there. They knew they had absolute fire. It could be it, Waffle. Yeah, Dragnos. Like, I've heard a lot from a lot of teachers that I know. There's a group of teachers that go to trivia night where I play, and I've heard some nightmare stories about kids these days, their ability to process like long form information and whatnot. And, you know, it's not the kids' fault. Yeah, see, like, you had the Cold War over your heads, like any day was gonna be a nuke. And, like, I know people make fun of it, but I feel like the bullying situation back in the day was way worse. Because, most of the time, people just ignored it. Say what, I'm glad it went away, though. And this really only affects, I'm gonna guess, guys. But okay, public bathrooms. You guys remember the trough? Man, I'm glad that went away. As someone who has a very shy bladder when it comes to using any sort of like public restroom, oh my god, I'm glad that went away. Marco, they're working better. I haven't really had any issues out of them yet. That's it, no lot. Yeah, see, Parker, if that's the case, I will not be peeing in Europe. Wow, what a statement. What a statement. What an out of context or even in context statement. Now, admittedly, Alberto, I don't spend a lot of time in stadiums. I have gone to all of one football game in my life, and I don't think I used the bathroom there. And that was also back in, like, I don't know, 2003, 2004. Yeah, you see, Raymond grew up in Ireland. So he's got his own special version of trauma in addition to, like, the whole shared generational trauma. Yeah, see, John. This is going to sound dumb. This is going to sound really dumb. I'm going to admit something. I have to be tipsy to be able to use a public restroom. Like, sometimes I will drink just so I can actually use the restroom. And that sounds so dumb. I know it does. But it's like, if I am stone cold sober and somebody walks in, can't do it. Bladder just stops working. That's a long walk for 18 boxes. You know, kid, maybe I will. I don't know, Waffle. There's a lot of things that happen in the bathroom that I think should stay there. You know? They are Christian. And I don't know what it is, because it's like, I don't think I have a mental block. But apparently my bladder does. Same, Mock. And then God forbid somebody be on their phone in the bathroom. Oh my God, that's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Like if you're in like a public restroom and some jerkwad comes in on their phone. On their phone. Who does that? Why would you have a conversation on your phone while you're in the toilet? I run into that all the time. And it's the worst. Hey, Saralith. Justin, good to see you. I mean, I would say it's a coincidence. I really should back this thing up. That would make this so much easier. Oh my God, Phaedrus, yes. Like, I didn't mind so much when I was drunk, you know. But just the concept. Or people that whistle. Oh my God, the whistlers. People that whistle in the bathrooms. Oh. I mean, Face, I've got totally other separate reasons. Also, good to see you, buddy. And Mysperia, good to see ya. Day is going all right. Although I need to take a drink. Yeah, Phaedrus, they really are. Another reason I don't go to sports. Yeah, see, David, and then like people bring it up or they comment on it and it just makes it worse for you. You know? It's like, okay, for those of us who are introverted, And, you know, you try not to spend time with people, but then, like, your parents rag on you for it. So you actually make an effort. And the thing is, when you make an effort, they call it out. And they go, hey, you're finally out of your room. And the thing is, when they do that, it makes the whole thing worse. You don't do it anymore. So sometimes, if you see a behavior that you like from someone who struggles with behaviors like that, the best thing you can do is just not call attention to it. Not at all. Just appreciate it silently and let it keep happening. Yeah, Waffle, there should be at least one ramp somewhere on the ship. Like we're putting vehicles in it. I mean, Ken, I'm not exactly an introvert. Like I was as a kid. I wasn't really outgoing until I had a job in retail. And that took me a while to kind of remold myself. But having plenty of friends who are introverts is something I can respect. Because the thing is, when it comes to introverts versus extroverts, you always hear like, hey, this is how introverts can be more outgoing. And you never hear things like, hey, extrovert, here's how you can shut up for just a little bit and give us some peace and quiet. Oh, sorry, that is horrifying. I hope those employees found whatever solace they were looking for in life. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Reminds me of that dude at the theater. Coyote, I have not. That sounds horrifying. That sounds like a nightmare. Exactly, Parker. It's always like, yeah, extroverts always, for some reason, are considered the default, and introverts are like the weird outliers who have to conform to extrovertedness. Well, yeah, right. Okay, so you know, I use the word "shut up." I mean that on a more. Sorry, I guess that came off a little harsh, but I mean like it's always extroverts or introverts need to learn to be more extroverted. Maybe an extrovert should just respect the quiet for a little bit, you know? See, Kim, that's also my problem. I can't shut up. Like if I'm in a car, ooh. Ooh. Man, I read every sign I see out loud. I kind of wish I was kidding. There'll be a sign for like new countertops, and it's like, huh, new countertops. Wow. Oh, did that not flood? I mean, yeah, Ken, that is fair. Like, it's my stream. Of course, I'm gonna chat here, but
Quantum drive is now on.
Christian, I actually have very little inner dialogue. Like, I can form thoughts, but I feel like they struggle. And you can use that in any way to insult me. It's okay. And Parker kind of, like, it's just a reflex. Like, I'll see a sign, and it's like, prepare to meet God. Applebee's. Which there is an actual... Here in Benton, Arkansas, there's a sign that's legendary that says, prepare to meet God, and the immediate sign after it is for an Applebee's. Yeah, David, I wasn't allowed to ask questions after 1 p.m. because apparently I asked too many questions in school. Which I thought was kind of the point.
Quantum drive is now on.
And Stuart, time does go quicker when you talk. At least for the talker. Maybe not the listener. Oh my god, Parker, yes. I mean, you know, see the previous example about prepare to meet God, followed by Applebee's. So the joke is always you're going to go meet God at Applebee's, which has probably happened a few times for people.
Is now off.
But yeah, so many of those signs. Well, James, the current big deal is that the Apollo has released. They've made a few changes to medical stuff. You can no longer revive infinitely at med beds. I mean, you can, like, in a city. The city ones are free. But the ones and stuff like the Apollo... No, the Apollo just came out. You know, the Terrapin, the Nurse, Carrick, things like that. You actually have a resource you have to refill now. A little Medigel goo.
Landing gear down.
Also, they are adjusting the flight model of the Gladius for control surfaces before rolling that out to other ships. Of course, at the moment, that only affects you if you fly the Gladius. I mean, Lonix, aren't we all goo at a certain boiling point? I guess we'll have to use it. Yeah, no, we can scooch in here. Now, my question is, what is this raft doing here? The event is over. It should go away. Yeah, Lonix, why not? Why not? They're like little, remember back in the 90s, they had those like little goo factory things where you could like squirt the goo into the mold and then insert it and it pressed it out and made like a little bug creature or whatever. It's like that. It's like that. I don't trust these. We'll see if it keeps working. Yeah, see, Waffle, that's what I would prefer. The Fifth Element style. It wasn't GAC, but GAC was similar. There were these little, like, monster labs. No, that's not the right, like, branded name. Let's see. You could, oh, I see. This one's going to be broken. Cool. Like, you squirted the goo into the mold, and when it came out, it was basically a critter. And I'm trying to remember what the name of that playset was. Heck, I think I saw one at Target the other day. Creepy Crawler sounds right, Luna? But like I said, it's been so long. Oh, it's been so long. I mean, Stuart, it was basically Play-Doh, just more jellified. Set that down. And right, but I'm not dissing the raft. It just seems like, I don't know, the event's over. I don't want to see another abandoned raft again ever in my life. I kind of miss GAC. Oh, totally forgot to tell you guys. I went to my first ever Renaissance fair over the weekend. There's a, not open all the time, but there's a permanently built Renaissance fair in, oh, I want to say it's called Van Buren County. It's like an hour from here. We went over the weekend to celebrate the bookshop, and plus, also, you know, I never been to a Ren fair. And it was an absolute delight. And since this one, it was like permanent structures, they actually had, you know, all the buildings and whatnot. They had jousting. They had, you know, the dudes on the horses hitting each other with sticks. Some jugglers, shows, you know, tons of stuff for sale. People dressed up in all sorts of outfits. Well, you see, Phaedrus, that was also the other thing we were thinking. Maybe trying to get set up there next year. Because, like, they had a guy who had, like, 3D printed, dragon heads mounted on plaques, you know, for, like, basically, like, what you would do with, like a deer. And they had this thing going where if you found coins that were hidden all across the place, you could turn them in for a chance to win one of those for free. And I was hunting for those coins so hard. Like, I didn't even want to win. I just wanted to find a coin, you know? And Chief, I did not dress up. This is going to sound very dumb, Chief. I own very little clothing. I own about 6 t-shirts. Maybe like 4 pants. I own 0 fancy dancy clothing. Like 3 button-up shirts. And it's not like, oh, I'm a pauper. I can't afford clothes. I just don't. I don't clothing, you know? I know that sounds dumb. But I would like to dress up for it. Merc, if you're talking about the ship that I just closed up, that would be the Drake Caterpillar in its best in-show livery. You know, I say that I have more shirts than that. I have more than what did I say? 6. That might be an exaggeration. I do have more than that. You know, Raymond, not so much. You had a lot of people who were just like, okay, like the vendors. Were pretty much in like regular speech. You had various crowd or people working the crowd who had speech like that. There was a thing that I noticed though, where if you bought something like food and you tipped, every time you tipped, somebody would shout, "Huzzah for the tipper." And then everybody working that thing would all shout huzzah together. And it's like, you guys are doing a lot of legwork for like the $3. You know, like just like you don't gotta say huzzah for the tip, or just take the dollars. It's all right. You ain't gotta do all that. Yeah, Luna, that's it. That's it. That's totally it. Ken, if I was anything in a D&D class, I feel like it would be a warlock, because I'm not nearly as smart as I think I am, and I have made a series of bad deals.
Engines online. Launch complete.
I'm also just a sucker for warlocks. Well, Raymond, there was one witch who was selling hexes for your exes. I don't know if she was actually selling them, but she was shouting them. And Ken, a full suit of plate armor is way too warm. Okay, see, kid, I've been accused of being a bard for years. And, I can't, I'm gonna talk about denial? Ooh. Can't play an instrument. Can never be a bard. You know, John, I actually used to sell cars. I was a car salesman for a little while. Waffle, I have played that. They didn't have it there. Or if they did, I don't know where it was. But I have played that before. A little Irish bar. There was a guy dressed up in like a very... What's the proper... I'm not going to say it was a trash outfit. But like a rubbish... He was like a rat. He had like a little rat. Like the hood was like peasant hood style, but like with rat ears. But like fun rubbish rat ears. And then like a little rat outfit. He kind of looked like the rat from Beakman's World. You guys remember Beakman's World? I mean, Phaedrus, I'll say anything for $1. Hold on, I have to go look up that rat. Okay, he wasn't dressed exactly like the rat, but it was very rat themed. And he was running a booth called Rat Pucking. And I misread it as rat punching. And I thought there was some sort of event where you could punch various rats. Zum, I used to play the trumpet in school, but I was asked to leave band class on account of not being good. No, Whiskey, you haven't missed it. We've got 52 minutes. And while I fly out into space, where am I going to sell this diamantium? I probably shouldn't have bought that. Well, Parker, the way it was is you had these little rat, they were like little rat plushes they had hand sewn. And you would put them onto a stick. It was like a little bamboo stick that had a flattened piece at the very end. And you would kind of shove it forward like a pitchfork. And the point of it was, it was kind of like golf. You had to get your rat into this goal with as few of throws as possible. And every time you launched your rat, you had to shout cheese. And the game was free. But if you wanted to buy like one of the little plush rats, you totally could. And it was absolutely adorable. Yeah, Coyote, there was also a sign that I kept finding that said poop show. And I kept nervously glancing at my watch so I would not be wherever the poop show was going to be. Like, I don't know what that is, and I am totally fine with never finding out. I'm going to Pyro, aren't I? Ruin will pay 10K. But I think... yeah, the TDDs will also pay 10K. Hey, Salty! Oh, thank you, man. Salty, for no reason whatsoever, you should type the word Freddy, F-R-E-D-D-I-E. Okay, Bueno Ravine is paying like 2,000. I'm not going to Bueno Ravine. Nope. Nope. So, how about a fun little jaunt to ArtCorp? I mean, Christian, I could. You know, maybe I could. Maybe I... hold on. I should at least get rid of the Atlassium before I sell the... Which one do I have the most of? Hold on. Now I forgot which one I've got tons of, which one I have a little bit. Oh, thank you, Salty. You know, Raymond, like, that makes me wonder, like, do Star Trek people have, like, a, I don't know, like a flapper fair where they all dress up in, like, 1920 stuff and get things wrong? Alright, what are you? Okay, you're a Diamantium. That's the one I need to unload the most. It's the Atlassium that I can get risky with. Alright, so we're gonna make a quick stop by ArtCorp, unload the Diamantium. We won't sell it just yet, we'll just unload it. Go sell the Atlassium somewhere risky. Unless you guys think I should try to go for a twofer. But, Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's... that's not the place I want to wind up. Adam, it's not Freddy time yet. We got about 47 minutes till Freddy time. That's when we spin the wheel and find out who wins. Yeah, see, Waffle, like, I always hear the stories about people, like, dressing up as Trek characters and going to Ren fairs. And I feel like they're making it too obvious. Like, they need to do the thing where they wear, like, the headband to cover the Vulcan ears. Or they're not dressed ultra correctly. But it would be fun to dress up. Next time I go to the Ren Fair. I will say, too, this Ren Fair was actually pretty reasonably priced as far as the stuff they had. Like, it wasn't... like, ridiculous. Like, I paid $8 for chicken on a stick, and it was actually a fair amount of chicken, and it was really good chicken, too. Like, it wasn't just, you know, some flavorless dry chicken. Like, it was wonderful. I will say there was a very beautiful picture of a hold on. Let me copy this right quick. Where is it? Okay. So for those of you in Discord, if you can direct your attention to stream chat, there was this wonderful picture advertising turkey legs of this little tiny gnome holding this massive turkey leg, and it was adorable. They did have a bunch of kilts for sale, but I don't think I'm a kilt person. That's it, Magnavar. Get in on that. Yeah, see, Raymond, I'm a huge fan of sanitation. Oh, there was also a maze. And this maze had a minotaur who wouldn't let you pass certain areas until, one, you located the riddle, and two, solved the riddle. There were two riddles. And, guys, I'm not smart. And I know every D&D group devolves into a bunch of 4-year-olds whenever it comes to any sort of puzzle. But to watch it happen in real time, in real life, and get to the point where so many people were stumped in the maze that they couldn't let more people into the maze. Well, I didn't do good. The first riddle was easy, which is what has eyes but does not see. And then the second one, and let me describe this. There was a sign posted above a well, and it said, what stews but is not mad. And if you look inside the well, there's a bunch of little figurines of leprechauns. And that was the one where everybody got stumped. To the point that the Minotaur had to kind of give up on us, and I felt so bad. Leighton, I like that. That's not the answer for the first one, but I do like that. Now remember, this has multiple eyes. What has eyes but does not see? Dude had a pretty good Minotaur mask, though. There you go, Wolf. Yeah, it's potato. And I got that one really easy, but the second one left me and about 6 other people stumped.
Landing gear down.
And, whew. Oof. Felt like such an idiot during and after. And to be fair, I'm gonna give you guys a hint. It is a culinary answer, and I am not well versed in culinary
Warning. You
anything.
a safe zone. Warning.
I think we've all established that I'm very bad at food. Raymond, the second one was what stews but is not mad.
Landing.
Oh, I'm far away from that. And like I said, to paint the picture again, this was posted on a well, and inside the well there were various figures of leprechauns. Hey, Forsaken. See, Mazer, that's what I tried. I tried pot. I tried cauldron. I tried beef. And I was betrayed a little bit. Because while I was working on the second one, there was this kid who had entered the maze after me who was stuck. Oh, he was stuck on the first one. Hey, Forsaken. But he was stuck on the first one, and I kept hearing him. And he was like, a blind person, a statue, a pirate. I'm trying to remember what his other answers were. But, like, you could see over the maze walls. And I caught his eye. That's it. Kev got it. Kev is smarter than at least 6 other people, including me. Good job, Kev. I had no idea that Irish stew was a thing. I didn't know that Irish was its own particular kind of stew. Yeah, because it was fun because, like, he would say, like, a pirate, and, like, the Minotaur was just like, he has one eye at least. And he can see. Like, you could tell he was getting upset. That, like, the kid would double back. And I caught his eye, and he kept trying to get the answer from me. And I had the most Samwise Gamgee moment in my life. Because, like, I was, like, trying to whisper potato. And he couldn't understand what I was saying, so every time the Minotaur was turned, I was like, potato. Well, you see, Mazer, that's it. The answer was just Irish. It was potato and then Irish. So the answer wasn't necessarily Irish stew, it was Irish. And I guess you were supposed to get that from the little leprechaun guys in there. Like, it didn't feel like the strongest, most airtight riddle to me. But I will say, as far as $3 go, my dollar stretched pretty far for dollar versus time spent in the maze. And I did try a stew, and he's like, nope, answer's not stew. Like, that's answer's not going to be in the riddle. It's like, it could be. Ooh, Craig, that's a good question. Probably, what do you guys think? Probably Citizen Con, right? Mid-October? Hey, Athos. Athos and everyone else who hasn't should type the name Freddy for no reason whatsoever. Freddie. Like Freddie Mercury. as in Mercury, as in Apollo, as in an LTI Apollo medevac that we're going to be giving away in about 37 minutes. Yeah, see, Raymond, I had no idea that Irish stew was a thing, but now that you've told me everything that's in it, that actually sounds wonderful. That's right, Freddy, for no reason whatsoever. Ah, gotcha, Craig. They are reworking the Aurora a little bit, I think. It's kind of difficult to use if you're doing any sort of, like, cargo delivery. So that's why I've got the Mustang and not the Aurora. Oh, David, you and me both. I know it's not nearly as impressive, but I did see Queen tour with Paul Rogers back in, what was that, 2006 in Chicago? Nope, that Elysium can stay there. Sorry, did I say medevac? Thank you, Ken. It is a triage. My apologies, guys. It is a triage. Little goof on my part. That's it, Plucky. All right, that's gonna stay there. I feel like I should move that to there, but I'll just... It'll be all right. We will sell this later. Did they ever fix that bug where you can't sell in your home location, like your primary residence? Because if they didn't, I'm gonna have a bad time. All right. Let's take a bunch of Atlassium to Pyro. That's not a bad idea, right? What do you guys feel about a little risk? Hey, Raiden. Oh yeah, Salty. I'm fully expecting to lose all this Atlassium. Fully expecting it. Oh, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. And I will risk it for the biscuit. Because here's the thing. Even if I lose it all and my ship goes down in smithereens, it'll be something interesting. Also, I will let you guys know, shortly after the giveaway, I will have to bounce. So I'm sure you all remember girlfriend's cousin who had the back-to-back crashes. She is back at work, but has not been able to replace her vehicle yet. So it falls to me to take her back and forth between work for now. And I say that because I agreed to it. Exactly, Parker. Anything I lose here, the Hull C can make up for. You know, Waffle, that would actually probably be better. Because you gotta remember, I ain't friends with every pirate. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, Phaedrus. You see, Phaedrus, I thought about getting her to purchase all the other late model MR2s on the road so I could drive up the rarity. But she said no. I mean, Parker, if you're around, if you're in game, I won't say no to an escort. I would, Waffle. I would. Is that an offer, Parker? Because if it is, I will pop out just a little bit outside of Pyro. At least the gateway. And I am always willing to parlay. If not, I'll try to sneak through. Uncle B, they were working okay for me during PTU. Haven't tested them in live yet. And Luna, not yet. 30 minutes. Give or take a minute. I say that. I would say 31 minutes because I like to ramble a little bit. Ah, it's all right, Parker. No worries. We'll chance it. We'll risk it. And then when something bad happens and I rage, someone can say, should have brought an escort. And it'll be the time that, yes, the one time where that comment actually applies. Whiskey, we are carrying, I want to say 18. What's 18 times 2? What is that, like 36? 36 SCU worth, I believe, of Atlassium. And we're going to drop it in Pyro. And we're going to do it running solo, because nothing bad would ever happen to a trader running cargo solo in Pyro, right? That's right. Nothing ever bad happens to traders in Pyro. I remember that movie, Parker. Yeah, Uncle B. Yo, Uncle B, whatever happened to the Iron Skillet, man? That place used to be awesome. I used to love stopping at Petro's, and now it's just, I don't know, it's lame now. When did they start to suck? Like, my mom was married to a Czechoslovakian truck driver in the early 2000s. And I used to go out on the road with him, and man, stopping at an Iron Skillet was a treat. And I went to one a couple years back, and it was not the same. Oh, thank you, Salty. I do remember those days. I just wish there wasn't so much desync then, you know? Because, like, for me, like, doing the fight was so fun. I just feel like watching it after it was all said and done. I was like, wow, there was a lot of desync there. I mean, it was anybody's game. Oh, TA took it over. Okay, that explains a lot, actually. All right, we do our jump, we hop away. Now, where, oh, where are we going to take this Elysium? Where, oh, where? We could take it to Bueno Ravine. We could take it to Vetra. Sears Canyon. I feel like everybody's going to be looking at Bueno Ravine. We sacrificed just a little bit of our profit, maybe. Just maybe. Well, no, Sears Canyon is a high value for other things too. Whatever. Go for the gold. I mean, listen, you say I beat you guys. We just... Listen, you guys allowed us to set terms and then agreed to stay to those terms. That was very honorable. Because you could have easily went, you know what? Nah. We're going to take it anyway. Uncle B, not at all. The hauling jobs in Pyro, one, you're going longer distances. In fact, hold on. Yeah, so I've got, master hauling out here. So, yeah, you get paid less and you have to go more places. In fact, I don't even think any of these are direct routes. Okay, here's the direct route, and it stands into Pyro. Which ain't bad, but you could also just get paid 700k going one way. All these other ones, yeah, you're going to tons of places. So I wouldn't worry about getting your hauling rep up in Pyro. Aw, thank you, Cindy. And good luck with the rest of the day. Now, Coyote, I wanted to. And yeah, Uncle B, I feel the same way. Like, you would think you'd make more money around here hauling. And I think the way they're trying to do it is there's tons of money to be made for individuals, but not for companies. Because you can make money trading here, but it is risky. Because, like, the stuff we're about to drop off at Elysium, you can pretty much buy it and sell it for a 20,000 profit per SCU. Problem is, you're not buying a lot of SCU. Only buying a little bit at a time.
Quantum fuel is at 15%.
You know, Uncle B, I have no idea what it is. No idea at all. Oh, great. Nighttime. You guys ready to get murked?
Quantum drive is now on.
You know, if I was smart, I would have brought boxes of waste to put on there initially. But I'm not smart. Hey, Power, good seeing you too.
Quantum drive is now off.
Power, you should type the word. Wait a second, hold on. You should type Freddy, Freddie. Crap, who was Bueno Ravine associated with? That'll be interesting. Wait, hold on, do they like me now? Oh my god, they can tolerate me. Alright, that's cool. I can work with that.
Shield system online.
Can't help but notice that I could no longer scan. And I'd like to know why. There we go. Can't lose power to radar. So, Plucky, they've kind of made it to where like a server will hold about 600, 700 people, but they're still regional servers. So you still have Australia, Europe, Asia, America. So there are still different servers. I'm not going to detect anybody up in the air. Anybody doing their due diligence? Let's park that. Let's do it. It could be better. They don't have to work. What is that? All right. No sense in fretting about it. Oh yeah, corrupt. Things change, buddy. Lots of things have changed. You know what I should have done? I should have thrown a Nursa in here. Oh well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. hate that they stopped working. It's so annoying. Hey, Brandy. Well, Brandy, I have to go outside and open the door from the outside unless I want to open all my doors, which I don't want to do. And we're in Pyro. And I've committed a lot of dumb things. Well, it's all on me. It's all on me. But hey, that's how Pyro goes. Do I need to bring this up anyway? No, I do not. Oh my god, okay. Let's just open the entire ship then. Hooray. That's exactly what I wanted to do. The grass is nice, though. The grass is nice. Also, Brandy, since you're here, you should type the name Freddy. Freddie. Gonna give away an Apollo in about 15 minutes. LTI, courtesy of CIG. I mean, everyone besides Brandy can do that. Just so you're aware. All right, what do you guys think are the odds of me getting sniped when I get on the kill? I'm giving pretty good odds. Hey, cool water. Because the thing is, realistically, I only need to get it stored. That's it, Power. Never tell me the odds. And Dragnos, I haven't watched it at all. I have been so elsewhere over the weekend. What do you mean, Dragnos? I thought that we already got gear recovery. Do they mean like stuff in backpacks too? Because the thing is, like, I don't really mind the whole gear thing. It just takes so long to suit back up afterwards. Like, even if you keep your gear, all of your stuff, like, your drinks, your stuff in your backpack. Having to redo all of that is just so annoying. Huh. No shot. No No second shooter from the grassy knoll. No. Huh. Interesting. Now here comes the question. Where do I sell it? You know how long it's been since I've been to Bueno Ravine? I'll just walk around. Oh yeah, cool water. The Atlas is so much faster. And this is gonna sound dumb, cool, but I kind of have a thing against the Atlas. And I know that sounds dumb. Oh, Nomad, to the left, huh? Is it this one? Is it the building with the garage door? Or is it the... Oh, farts. That's looking a little Idrisy, isn't it? That looks like a railgun. Yeah, well, you know, the thing is... I already got the cargo stored, so... Poor guy. Yeah, sorry, Nomad. And there's a little bit of a delay, too, between the OBS client and this, so... Can you describe the shape of the building? As he landed. Sadly, Christian, unless he intends to land. Doubtful. Sail terminal in the building with the boxes. Thank you. It's alright. A railgun equipped Idris decided that the caterpillar should not exist. And he was probably a little bit pissy that there was no cargo to steal. How much can we sell? We can sell 3 of it. Oh. Oh, well, you know, I'm gonna have to make a few trips here. Yeah, Parker, like solo Idrises are... They're babies. Yes, alright, it's a player. Someone looking to pirate. Basically what they wanted to do is railgun the ship. Take whatever cargo was left and then, try to profit. Problem was they were too slow. Yeah, Christian, the thing about, Elysium... It's very hard to unload, but it's stored. So as long as it's stored, I can just come here, hit the sell button, and I am at 0 loss. So yeah, it'll take me a few times to unload, but you know, it's no biggie. Yeah, the Corsair pilot had too much power. Never mind the Idris. Having solo pilot capable railguns. Of course, the railgun hasn't really been available since what? 2014? Does that work? Can you just take that out? I wish I could log out here. Oh, I guess I could reload, couldn't I? Well, at least it's pretty. I guess we'll hang out here for the next few minutes. And then roll the giveaway. It sure is, Power. It sure is. Hey, did they finally get rid of that issue with, like, the landing gear staying for... Oh, hello, guy. Staying forever. That's true, Parker. I do have an empty backpack. Well, I mean, I could lose my max lift. I'm not too worried about that. I put all my cool guns back on. Yeah, so I've had plenty of people dropping off Bartilium, and look, it's a price on Bartilium, too. Woof. Yeah, see, they only buy 10 SCU at a time, maximum. We've got 15 in stock, so that's at least 30 minutes, and that's minimum. Now, if I was cool loot, where would I be? Yeah, Salty. No, Pytilium's great. It's one of the reasons I don't touch it. Unless it's something that I think I can get away with, I like going with the third best cargo. Because everybody's going to be fighting over the first one. You'll have a few smart people fighting over the second one. And meanwhile, I can eke out a profit with a third one. Yeah, Skull! There was tons of things that went wrong. But overall, it actually worked out pretty darn well. And, made a nice little profit. Carry those. Can you open them? No, just carry. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Luna, we're in Pyro. Hey, Skull, right quick. You've got about 3 minutes. You should type the word Freddy. F-R-E-D-D-I-E. This is where I die, isn't it? Hey, Sarone. In about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, we're going to be giving away that LTI Apollo Triage. LTI, courtesy of CIG. That's it, Waffles and Freddie Apollo, you know, Freddie Mercury. He's like me, you know, just roaming around. I'm so lost. So lost. I don't know where I'm at. It is Skull, courtesy of CIG. How did I get here? Oh, that's a nice suit. Seriously, how did I get here? And how do I leave? That's it, Power. Yeah. I am... Aha! Okay, here we go. Yeah, Dragno, ship is toast, but the cargo is secure and stored. Problem is... Well, the problem is, but Waffle, I don't want it. Okay, maybe I don't get up there. Is there another way up? What have I done? Done something dumb. Yeah, I know, an Idris came by with a railgun and blew up my caterpillar. Long after I had got the cargo loaded up. So I guess he was just kind of sour grapesing the whole situation. It was like, oh, nerds. I can't get this cargo. You do it, you don't do it. And do you go further below for me to escape? No, you don't. Okay. Well. This is where I live now. Clearly. Under the... Wait, hold on. This looks like a door. It's not a door. Well, Power, I think I'm trapped on the walls, but my unfortunateness means that I get to pass on one of my ships to somebody. Since I'm clearly about to die of dehydration in some dude's basement. You guys ever see the movie Barbarian? No reason to bring it up. I mean, yeah, there is lots of food. I just, how did I get here? I mean, you know, Raymond, at the very worst, I'll just log out. I could have swore that I found the door. Sorry, it's just called Barbarian. Or Barbarians? Maybe Barbarians? Justin Long, some other people. Fun horror movie. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, see, Luda, I remember dropping down. I just want to know where I can drop back up. Alright. Well, you know what? This is delaying me giving away a ship to somebody. Haha! I'm alive. I continue to exist. I am a man. I am content. Do I not bleed? It's a beautiful day in Pyro. Also, Jackal, good to see you. All right. It is time to do that giveaway. So I'm going to give you guys like 30 more seconds. Yeah, and I did not plan that. I was genuinely lost. I was so lost. That's a nice helmet. Anyway. You guys, if you have not yet, just to be safe, you should definitely type the word Freddy Freddie, just like Freddie Mercury. Mercury is an Apollo. Apollo is in the Apollo triage. We are going to give away, courtesy of CIG. That comes with a game package, LTI, and the ship, so you don't even have to own the game. It comes with everything you need to play, except friends. And I can't help you there. I can't help you out. All right. Well, I'm stuck in Pyro. So maybe, just maybe, if you win this Apollo, you can come rescue me. Am I dying? All right, let's do it. Bets are closed. Let's get ready to see who is going to be the lucky winner. I'd like to thank CIG once again. They don't have to do this, but they do it. They give it to little folks like me, and I appreciate that. So, all right. Without further ado, the winner is, drumroll please, with 106 entries. Our winner for today is Cool Water. Hey! Congratulations, Cool Water. I've got an Apollo with your name on it. Congratulations. And I know he's here because I saw him just... Yep, there it is. Congrats, Cool Water. Now, Cool, I need you to do a tiny little bitty thing for me. It's like all my selfies on Instagram. No, I'm kidding. Cool Water, if you can email me at, and I'm going to type it out here, jackaxton.business@gmail.com. That right there. If you could email me at that, we're going to keep this going. And I'm going to give you a little thing to type out, so I can make sure it's you and not someone pretending to be you. And then I will send that right to your email. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Cool Water. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate it, man. And you are most welcome. That is how the dice roll. Is that a Buccaneer? That was a Buccaneer. Let's go look at the Buccaneer. Maybe it's flyable. I don't think it's flyable. But yeah, welcome to the Apollo Club. I'll actually be giving you my keys as I leave the Apollo Club. As I... You know what I mean. Huh. I have a lot of emails. That I should have been checking out. Whoops. Interesting. Email. All right, Cool Water, give me 1 second. Like I said, I'm going to give you a little phrase, a code to type in. I really just copy pasta it. Ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. Cool water, if you could, check your email for me. It's all right. Have fun. I got to go pick up our own respective gremlin from her job here in a little bit. Hey, the Apollo is fun. There are some things you can do with it. Yeah, I'm not flying that out of here. You think so, Raymond? You think there's a player nearby? That's it, cool water. That's what I wanted to see. You guys remember Life Alert? Actually, I think Life Alert's still around. Boop, 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 boop. Where was this player that you guys saw? I was too busy typing up silly things. What do they look like? Where is it? Where is it? There's that giveaway. Gift. This is where I get shot in the head. Well, giving a present to somebody. You guys ever get tired of the silly goose phrases that I give you to type out when you win stuff? Yeah, Uncle B. Good luck with the hauling. I'm going to have to get out of here in just a couple of minutes myself. But, tell you what, Cool Water, if you could check your email and let me know if there's anything, you know, new and fresh in said email. I would be greatly appreciative. Also, before I get out of here, I do want to say there is a game that I have been looking forward to for quite some time that has finally come out on early access. And that game is Endless Legend 2. I loved the first one. I greatly enjoyed Humankind, which was the other 4X that Amplitude made. And now Endless Legend 2 has finally come to early access. And there's a good chance of you guys getting a few streams of that. Now, I'm not that great at 4X games. I'm just going to let you know that right now. But man, oh man, do I love Endless Legend. So there will be some Endless Legend 2 in our future. And it's not just like, oh, you're playing Fantasy Russia. Oh, you're playing, you know, Fantasy Nubians. It's like, yeah, man, you're a bunch of ghost vampires living in armor and you snort money like cocaine to live. Or you're basically the Zerg. Or you're a bunch of coral people and... Oh, that was weird. Anyway, the coral people are very cool. I want to check them out, but... Oh, Wolf, it's all right. Honestly, I wouldn't come. I'm just going to log out, and I'll wake up at ArcCorp, and I can sell the rest of my cargo, and then I can come back here. I mean, I've got forever to sell this stuff off. Yeah, Power, they could have done a little bit better. I mean, the texturing is done quite well. Like, it feels like it's been a, you know, muddy road. It's just the color. But Cool Water, I hope you enjoy that Apollo. Can I sell any more? Nope. No bueno. Oh, thank you, Cool Water. And like I said, I don't care if you're subbed, not subbed. Chat, don't chat. It is not for me to decide. I'm not going to be one of those people who's like, oh, you got to like and subscribe to win the stuff. And I know, I know it's kind of like half the point. Not. I ain't about that. I appreciate you guys just coming by. But I think we are going to have to wrap it up. One, we ain't got no ride. And two, like I said, I have to go give a ride to somebody else. So I'll just wake back up at ArcCorp on the next day. It does kind of look like player movement, doesn't it? Or is it just so far off the movements are janky? Yeah, the movements are so far off they're janky. Okay. But alright. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. I do apologize that the stream did not happen Friday, but like I said, I had some things I had to do that took precedence. And this way we got a lovely little hauling job done over to Pyro, which is always a treat. Even if we get blowed up. Oh, Luna, the quarry's nice. There's another place with a quarry that you can actually land inside. It has like a little landing area built into it. Not here, sadly. Yeah, you guys all have a wonderful evening. We will be back again tomorrow. And we will continue more stuff. Who knows? Maybe we'll do Endless Legend 2 tomorrow. So, have a wonderful night, guys. Take care of yourself. Eat something good for me. Ooh. Sorry, just appreciating the vegetation. Anyway, eat something scrumptious. And as always, until next time, keep on truckin'. Have a good night, guys.